Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is going to be for the 12 Days of Christmas Hop by Kathy Feigl. I wish I could do more of these, but unfortunately my schedule is pretty busy and I'm not good with time constraints, or what do you call it? Like time management, at least for getting my housework done and then wanting to scrap. I'm trying to get better at it, but this is me right now, and so I'm living my truth. I'm going to scrapbook this picture of my two kids meeting Santa at Walmart, and I decided to use this paper pad it's called the Believe paper pad from Heidi Swapp. I really love this Santa here. I really love this black paper here. I really love this Joy to the World because you can cut it up. I did use it quite a bit. I have about 12 sheets left, I believe. I am going through all of that stack from my mini mega kit Monday stack, and so I wanted something. I'm probably not going to be able to get this red because of the fact that it is kind of like a vintage type of outfit that Santa has, and I thought I would go with this color, and this stack is from the Simple Stories Holiday Handmade, I think it's actually called. I didn't like this paper pad, but I had a little aha moment. The back of the paper is white, so I'm going to go ahead and start using this paper pad, and I should have had it out all along because I could have been matting stuff with this paper pad all year. Now, what I decided is that I did want to use this Heidi Swapp paper, and I went ahead and started looking through it, and I didn't have that Santa paper, unfortunately. I didn't have any more of this black paper. I do have this. I didn't want it to really clash, and so I went ahead and did the thing again where I wanted to see what papers I could use. This one stuck out at me because they're wearing a lot of green, but it's crazy because it says like a death in something Bohemia, I guess, cholera in Italy, one case at the Hague, official information. Like, these are all death epidemic in France. Like, it's weird if you start reading it, so hopefully nobody pays attention to that. But I did like this green piece of paper. I might not leave it. It looks like it's 12 by 12 in length. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I am going through the flu and it's awful. It's not exactly 12 by 12, but I think I might cut it down to maybe 11 or 10 inches. I wanted to have a big title on this because I wanted to kind of play on the song Here Comes Santa Claus, and I wanted it to say, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down the meat lane, something like that. So here's that Joy to the World paper, and here's I think this is like the last strip. I know I cut out some Santas so that I can use in the advent calendars because I really love his little cheruby face. I thought this would clash too much. My boys are wearing all kinds of stuff. Orion's making a face. So I haven't done December dailies for these, but I figured I could also put these in their albums themselves because I realized that I incorporate all the holidays in there. And so even if they don't take the December albums, I don't know if they will, they'll at least have some pages from their Decembers of them growing up, and they'll have memories in their albums themselves. I don't even know if they're going to take the albums either, but at least I know that they'll have some of their December memories in there. So I don't mind. I haven't done a December daily since, like, I've only done one actually, and that was in 2014, and so I don't even know if I'm gonna make any more of that. I like this idea. I really loved the stripe, but I am going to mat it because I had that aha eureka moment that I could use that paper pad to start matting everything. So I do love the idea of a white mat and then this striped paper, and then I do like the idea of maybe a border because now I'm playing with all the scraps as I was going through this, and then kind of this is going to be cut down to like a 4x6, and then I like this, but I just noticed that there's music in the background and it's going this way, so I think I might not be able to use that unless I do like a banner this way, and it'll also play on the title because it's a music title sort of. So I might actually do that. I only have, oh, here we go. This is a longer strip. That might serve as my banner. And so I know I kind of want to do this. This will cover up most of those death and cholera and all that, and epidemics in France, whatnot, because that's printed like a newspaper print and then that chevron over it. So I like that idea. I'm already liking the way I'm setting it up. Now I'm trying to look for a paper, and I might just do this one because it's simple. I don't like this. The contrast is a bit too much. It shows up fine in the video, it looks like, but to me it's too much of a contrast, so I'm trying to find something different. Maybe maybe this. Look at that. It says naughty, nice, maybe, elf report, wish list, chimney drop, milk and cookies. And then over here it says check by Santa. That might be fun. So I might do that. I'm gonna go ahead and put you, or pause you for a second. This is looking like a definite yes. And I think that's what I'm gonna start off my layout with. I'll put you on fast forward and then we'll get started with the scrapping and then we'll see what it turns out like. So here I see I'm pointing out that this layout is something sort of like what I wanted to do. And so don't forget to just take a quick glance at the covers of your paper pads because you might just get instantaneous inspiration if you're stuck. So when I decided to look through this paper pad, I was still looking for things to kind of layer, and I decided to just give it a once over to see if I wanted to use any of the larger 12 by 12 pieces of paper as a complete background paper. It wasn't that I was not completely convinced by this one ledger paper that I had already, but just in case I found something better, it doesn't cost anything to take a quick glance. So I did cut this chevron paper down a bit, and luckily for the layout, you can't really tell from the from looking at it, like all the stuff that I had read on it. I had used most of the layers to cover it up anyway, so that wasn't a concern anymore once I used this floral paper. I did mat it twice with that Simple Stories pattern paper and used the backside to use white, and then I used these We Are Memory Keepers, like Perfect Edge. I don't know what they're really called, but they help mat the photographs, and I really do like those. As long as I can keep my ruler steady, I will cut it out pretty straight. I did love that stripe behind the photograph, and I did cut off the top of the tag because that's the only part I needed, and I found another little cut apart that had a little Mary bingo card, and so I decided to use that as my layering piece down the left hand side as well. So this went behind the photograph, that black piece of cut apart, and then I decided that that was going to be kind of my base for the layering. And my tag needed some baker's twine only because I wanted to add more movement across the top of the page. And I did use that border felt piece that's scalloped, and that I bought a couple of years ago at Target, at the Target dollar spot. I haven't shopped with the exception of the like Snow and Cocoa and Merry Days things, I haven't really bought any other type of Christmas embellishments or scrapbooking supplies for that matter. Most of the stuff that I have has been from when I collected it a couple years ago, and then I had decided that that was enough because I was just collecting enough for an iris case, and since more didn't fit in there, that was going to be my stopping point. And since I've now since overflowed that iris case with the Merry Days and Snow and Cocoa collections, it's a definite stop for buying Christmas supplies until I can use some up. So I am putting all of these embellishments across the page. I did put the title of my layout, Here Comes Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus, right down the meat lane, and I added some exclamation points and a question mark, and you see that I am adding the final embellishments to the layout. It's kind of, the title takes precedence, and I just thought it was a cute idea. My family enjoys that type of humor, and they know that we're goofy and all that type, so I really didn't mind it. I put the date for Check by Santa to be the date that I took the photograph on, and that was pretty much it. Here are details of the photograph, of the layout. Don't forget to check out Kathy, Krista's Crafty Life, Ronnie Sue Scrapper, Tracy Rancier, Dolly Boyd, which is scrapping on the go, and Shannon over at She's Crafty for the other 12 days of Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you all. Have a great day wherever you are. Bye!